Okay, we're going to thread our needle, and when you get ready to thread your needle, you're going to take your thread and you're going to pull it off the spool and hold it from your hand right here over to your shoulder. And that is the length that you want your thread to be. That you cut, and you're going to thread your needle. Once you have put the thread in, I want you to notice that there's a long piece and a short piece. And we're going to put the knot at the bottom of this long piece down here. So this short piece is going to be hanging with, and there won't be a knot in it because we want it to just gradually move. As we use up this thread, this will get shorter and shorter until it goes all the way up. So it allows you to use more thread, and you get the strength of one thread. But then if you have a problem, you can actually take the needle off and take stitches out. Okay, so I'm going to form the knot, I'm going to take this long end right here and I'm going to pull it up and make a U out of my thread. So if you look there, you can see a U shape. And then after that, I'm going to take and face them at each other and turn the U into an O shape. So they're going to go in like they're going to kiss. I'm going to put the thread in the same direction as the needle, so it's like they're kissing. And then I'm going to pinch it with this other hand. It's on the same side as the hole of the needle. Okay. Then I'm going to make sure I have enough tips so I can wrap my thread around the needle. I'm going to wrap the thread 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to pull my fingernails over those little twists, and that's what's going to make the knot. So I'm going to just pull this down. Okay, and the knot is going to form down here at the end of the needle. Now notice, or at the end of this long thread. So you're going to notice that it has like a little end hanging out. So we're going to cut that little end off, but make sure you don't cut the knot off. So I'm just going to cut this much of that, and it's going to look like that. So when it's finished, you're going to have your thread, and you can kind of see the knot at the bottom of this end, the long end, and the short end's hanging without a knot. The beanbag, so I need to pin it. I don't want to pin it this way because my pin will get in the way, so I need to pin it parallel to the edge. And I do like a pin stitch. That means I go through with the pin a couple of times so it holds that. Make sure that the edges are tucked in and the pin is grabbing the edges that are tucked in. Okay, so you stick it in like that. Okay, take the tip of your needle and stick it into the edge so you push it against the previous stitch, like the machine stitch that's in there. And you're going to bring your needle up through the top of the fold, like this. Okay, and then take the tip of the needle and bury that knot into the fold. Okay, then exactly where that comes out, exactly where it comes out, you go into the other side of the fold and make a little tiny, tiny stitch. If the stitch is too big, your beans are going to be able to get out. Now I'm going to leave that showing for a minute so I can show you how it disappears. So exactly where this comes out on this side, you're going to go into this side. And okay, now if you do this right, this stitch is going to completely disappear. So I want you to watch one more time. Okay, watch the needle go into the fold. Notice how if the needle goes in this way, the stitch will wrap around and it's going to show. So I want you to make sure the needle goes in parallel to the fold, like this. And then, okay, now we're going to pretend like we went all the way across, and we're going to make these stitches disappear. On the count of 3, they're going to disappear. You have to count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. If you did it right, those stitches should totally disappear. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to pretend like we're at the end, and you're going to pick up just a tiny bit on both sides, and I'm going to put my finger in here to hold the loop, so it doesn't go all the way through, and then I'm going to pull my needle through the loop. Okay, and then I'm going to go under that, and then I'm going to pull my needle through that loop again. Okay, now when I get my knot done, I want that knot to disappear. Okay, so I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to pull my needle, or take my needle so it goes down exactly where the knot is. And it's already knotted, so I can just cut it at any time, but I want that knot to disappear. Are you on the knot? Okay, everybody say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Knot gone. Okay, when you pull on it. And then you're just gonna cut it. Cut the stitch. Cut it. That's what it's gonna look like when it's finished, right here. Okay, watch the needle go into the fold. Notice how if the needle goes in this way, it is going to, the stitch will wrap around and it's going to show. So I want you to make sure the needle goes in parallel to the fold, like this.